How's it going, guys? My name is Barrel, and yes, I'm back. I took some time off to rethink some things, and with that, I decided to start making tutorials again. What you're seeing right now is a brand new tutorial series which I've been working on for the past few days. This series is called How Not to Suck at CSGO. In this series, I'll be talking about various aspects in CSGO and teaching you guys how not to suck at them. With this series, I aim to help improve your skill, make you a smarter player, and help you reach that next level. Starting off today, I'll be talking about my favorite round and arguably the most important round, the pistol round. Today, I'll be teaching you guys how not to suck at pistol rounds. I decided to solely focus on the pistol round in this episode to not dilute the content. I will make another tutorial focusing on the rest of the pistols and their use in another tutorial, so stay tuned for that. Also, the reason I started off this series with the pistol round is because it's one of my favorite aspects of the game. I even jokingly call myself the pistol god in my videos from the sheer amount of highlights I get on pistol rounds. If you don't believe me, you can check out my Road to Global series, which is in the card in the top right hand corner right now. Everyone knows the importance of a pistol round. In most cases, winning it can guarantee you 3 rounds and potentially even more if you manage to build a solid economy leading into the gun rounds. What saddens me the most is watching people throw the pistol round simply because they don't know how to play it properly. To begin dissecting what you need to do to stop sucking at pistol rounds, we must first start with your loadout and what it can bring into the round. Your first course of action begins in the freeze time. This is where you will decide what to buy. Most people immediately opt in for the Kevlar purchase, and while that's a great choice for players with good aim who like to take aim duels, it really isn't the only option. Realistically, you should buy based on your playstyle. One of the most fantastic ways to be useful in a pistol round is buying utility to support your teammates. For example, 2 flashes in a smoke is a great buy for a T player. This utility can be used to plow a bomb site quickly and effectively. A kit and a smoke is a really good combo for that late round defuse as a CT. As you can see, you can build a great loadout in the pistol round that doesn't have to be fragging oriented. The thing about the pistol round is, winning is all about how you play your role and your position. After selecting your loadout, you must now select a good position to defend or attack. On CT side, choosing a position to defend the bomb site is a crucial part in succeeding. I see too many people position themselves in one and done positions, choke points, aggressive angles, etc. You should always think about how the position you're in can benefit you in a gunfight. In your mind, play a quick scenario of what would happen if you ran out of ammo, or faced more than one opponent, or needed to fall back. This will help prepare you for when you actually face those scenarios. Your biggest advantage in defending a site is making yourself unpredictable. Ideally, you should never peek from the same position 2 times in a row. After the initial hit, regardless if you got a kill or not, you should switch up your angle and position to keep your enemies guessing where your whereabouts are. As long as you're able to predict how the Ts are going to spread out once they hit the site, you should be able to maintain your positional advantage. In the case of the site being overrun, you can simply fall back to a safe position to wait for your rotating teammates. T-side attack on pistol round is a bit more linear than holding a sight on CT. Your initial position won't really affect the round unless of course you get an early pick or get a crucial piece of information. The main danger of T-side attacks isn't actually executing but more holding the site afterwards. Not getting into a good position is truly a downfall of every afterplant. After taking sight and planting the bomb, you must get into a position that will allow you to protect the bomb as well as take battles while not giving up the advantage. Like on CT, pick a spot with lots of cover and escape routes. Take positions where the retaking CTs are going to be forced to overextend to face you. You can also set up crossfires with your teammates for that 2-punch combo. Holding your position is crucial in any afterplant. It is important that you don't peek prematurely as you'll give up your position way too early in the retake. Having patience will allow you to waste time off the bomb timer as well as allow the CTs to get closer to the Glock range. Plus, while your team is holding, communicating will allow you to piece where each CT is coming from, therefore giving you the advantage. Play smart and patient and your afterplants will definitely start to improve. Knowing how to play your role in a pistol round can go a long way in winning it. Obviously, as an aggressive fragger, you want to position yourself in spots that will yield you frags. These angles are typically set up in locations where the enemy is most likely to appear. Your job is to hit them hard and fall back or keep pushing. Support players or the players holding the utility should typically set up in safe locations such as middle of the pack or somewhere in a spot where they throw flashes but still have space to flee or fight. It is important that the support player doesn't die first because the invested utility will go to waste. Players with defuse kits should never be left out by themselves away from the bomb site. This way, if they go down, the kit can be recovered. If you're lurking, you must position yourself in a way that you're watching your teammates' flanks and at the same time getting ready to catch off rotating enemies. Of course, in pugs, most of the time people don't have set roles like that, but as long as everyone is aware of what they're doing and not position themselves without thought, it should ensure a successful round. A lot of people think that having good aim and movement is key to having a good pistol round. And those people are right. Being able to hit your shots during the pistol round does go a long way in succeeding in it. You see, if you want to stop sucking at pistol rounds, you'll have to put in the work to improve your mechanics, and this means practice and practice. In pistol rounds, your first bullet accuracy matters more than any other round. If you hit the head first, you have a greater chance of winning the gunfight. To make sure you win out, do everything in your ability to hold a good crosshair placement. Good crosshair placement is everything in a pistol round, as you eliminate the amount of adjustments you have to make. If all you have to do is click, your chances of getting the kill are significantly higher. If you combine good positioning with great crosshair placement, in theory the only time you will have to move your crosshair is when switching targets. Obviously having aim that perfect is nearly impossible, but you guys get the point. Using your position, hold and pre-aim angles at which the enemy is bound to be. Shoot once the enemy runs across your crosshair. This may seem quite obvious to most, but you'd be surprised the amount of people who take open battle gunfights and get caught out or run out of ammo. Speaking of ammo, it is another thing that people take for granted. You must remember to conserve your ammo, especially since you only get 12 bullets as a CT or 13 if you have the P2000 equipped. Keep in mind how you conserve your ammo. In the case that your enemy is rushing sight, you don't want to be stuck with no bullets. Don't get caught up on one target. If you missed a few shots, reposition and try another guy. You must compose yourself and take time on each shot. Rely on accuracy and not luck. The last bit I want to talk to you guys about in mechanics is movement. Good movement is huge in pistol rounds, and it's something that you must get better at in order not to suck at pistol rounds. Your movement should complement your shooting in a way that both helps you hit the target and avoid your target at the same time. Think of incorporating techniques such as sidestepping or strafing while battling. Sidestepping, for example, allows you to click at the right timings, therefore eliminating the need to adjust your aim, all while keeping you as hard to hit as possible. In any engagement, your movement shouldn't be mindless. You should always think to yourself whether what you're doing is helping you in any way and whether you can stop and get out of the engagement at any moment. Stay smart with how you move, and it should take you a lot further in your game. The reason I didn't talk much about the Glock, it's because that thing is pretty much the jack of all trades as it is. You can hold angles with it, rush with it, jump with it, heck you can even spray with that thing, get 3 kills and still have ammo left over as it has 20 bullets. The point is, no matter how you choose to play with the Glock, as long as you have decent aim, you can come out on top. I praise good communication quite a bit in CSGO. This game is very hard to play with little to no communication, so that's why it is very important to call everything that may be of use to your teammates. Keep the call short and sweet, cut out the extra bullshit such as whining and ranting. Start your call with the location followed by the number of enemies you saw. If you saw 2 people cross your sight and one person still forked, for example, be very precise with the numbers. Also, please refrain from calling all B when you saw only 4 people. Inaccurate calls can really throw your team off and put them in a disadvantage early on. Stay composed and try to give calls as accurately as possible. As well as giving calls, you must also be able to receive calls and analyze them as you play. In your head, you should be piecing the puzzle together as to where each enemy is according to each callout received. Being able to manage through the info is a great skill to have to stay one step ahead of the enemy. Once you analyze through the information and visualize the enemy's position, you can then order each enemy from least to most dangerous. Your job instantly becomes easier as you're now more aware of what's happening around you. If you're having troubles calling on the go, it's probably because you're not familiar with the callouts on each map. Each callout on every map can be Googled. Take the time to familiarize yourself with each one, so the more you play, the easier it'll become to call them on the go. If you allow your in-game communication skills to blossom, you'll quickly find out how much easier the pistol round becomes. You'll feel a lot more in control and find yourself playing a lot better than before. Practicing your aim is very important if you want to stay consistent with your shots. Here are some of the best way to keep your aim sharp on a day-to-day basis. My absolute favorite option is Pistol Free-For-All Deathmatch. To connect to a server, open the community servers, search for Pistol FFA, find a populated server with a good ping, throw on some good music, and simply practice your pistol for 30 minutes to an hour. As you play, don't mindlessly shoot, pretend like you're in a real game and create different scenarios. You can even try putting yourself in crazy situations like being in the middle of the map and try to get all kinds of headshots. Try your best to apply the same techniques that we just talked about earlier as well. My second favorite option to practice pistol is the map Aimbots by Oletical. I will leave the link to the map in the description. In the map, I leave just one side open, switch the bots to have just Kevlar, and simply practice hitting headshots. There's so many settings on this map that give you a ton of options to diversify your practice. Use them and your aim will improve exponentially. There's so many other great ways to practice that it's simply too much to list, but here's some of the ones that I don't always use but definitely suggest. Training Aim CSGO 2 map, retake servers, execute servers, 101 servers, and simply bot practice. Incorporate this into your daily routine and you'll quickly find yourself getting better than ever. This pretty much covers everything I want to talk about for the pistol rounds. Make sure you buy around your playstyle, hold good positions and play smart, communicate and work together with your teammates, and of course, practice and practice. If I missed anything that you wish I would have included in this video, then make sure you leave a comment down below. I'll add some of the good tips in the description. All the custom maps mentioned in this video I will provide in the description as well. I truly hope you guys have enjoyed this video and hopefully learned something from it. If you guys wouldn't mind liking and sharing this video, I would really appreciate it. Also, I plan on streaming a lot more later down the line, so make sure you follow me on my Twitch as well as my Twitter. Both links will be down in my description. If you have a suggestion to which tutorial you want to see next, make sure you leave a comment down below. And with that, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for a new season of Road to Global. My name is Bill Umberto, and remember, be water, my friends.